What is up, guys? Dave Von coming at you from
Queens, New York. I forget that's my part. I'm Billy Bombs. I always forget that part.
All right, and welcome to this edition of whatever the fuck you're watching right now.
Mutant Metal Maniacs.
Oh, yes. All right, we talk about everything from comics, video games, and some hardcore records, metal, and everything that you want to fucking listen to. Except for my voice. But okay.
This episode's going to be great. This
All
one
right.
is about sheer terror. Abe is the expert at it.
Yeah, the classic fucking band, Sheer Terror. Probably one of the best hardcore band, in my opinion, the best hardcore band ever.
It's so good. He loves it so much that his first tattoo recently was the Sheer Terror Bulldog.
Oh, yes, I have the Bulldog. Usually people just think it's a self-portrait. I tell them I'm not that vain.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so anyways, Sheer Terror is an old fucking hardcore band from the about mid-'80s, early 80s, fronted by none other than Paul Bear. I think that's who everybody knows. Guitarist Alan Blake. I don't remember the names of the other guys. I'm sorry. But they're an old classic band in the vein of sort of that... it was that old hardcore with a metal tinge, but nobody really ever sounded like that. They're another one of those bands, like Krogmads, like Agnostic Front, that they have a sound that no one will ever be able to copy. Everyone tries to. I mean, really, after that. The thing about this band was they were really, really different from other hardcore bands. So, like, when you listen to, like, Sick of It All and the Krogmads, they would talk about, like, the streets and it's rough and blah, 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 blah. But Sheer Terror was different. It was more about personal anguish. It was more about being fucked up on pills, drinking, being fucking waking up and hating your fucking life.
We like to call it Monday through Thursday.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sundays we do the show. Friday, Saturday we're wasted.
And honestly, like, if you take like a second and you look through, let's say, the first record, or Just Can't Hate Enough, and you look at the lyrics and you compare it to like other bands, there's no hardcore band that has lyrics like that. His lyrics are really, really, really well written, and it's not the same old "I'm in a crew, let's go beat people up" type of thing. It's really all about him. I mean, he was in a band called Fathead Suburbia. He's from Staten Island, fucking New York guy. I know Billy has a story that he met him once.
I really don't want to tell that. I was wearing a Sheer Terror shirt, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" And that dude was in his own world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kept it moving, and I just zipped up my shirt. My buddy Tony was like, "Well, what's wrong? You know that guy?" I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not." That's a great band to see live if you ever get a chance to.
Oh my god, yes.
We always joke that whenever you see them, it's always like the only time you ever see a guy fighting the whole crowd.
Yeah.
It's like a stand-up comedy and a hardcore show.
Yeah, that's another thing that made them really special. Like, Paul was really animated and surly on on the stage.
Yeah, that's where he was alive, man.
Yeah, and
other than that, we're talking in the street. He ain't got nothing.
and honestly, he's like probably the only record. I don't think in terms of any artist at all, hardcore, metal, anything you could think about, that has his own record. That's just him bullshitting, talking shit in between every fucking song. It's like a whole record of just that. I literally it's called No Really Go Fuck Yourself. I have it hanging in my room, and like I got like the green fucking vinyl. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, you got the frame with the double. Yeah.
I should have brought it here, but whatever. I can go run.
Yeah, but we only got the new record,
the latest record.
Review.
Yeah. Standing Up for Falling Down. This record is fucking awesome. It's actually really, really good. I know, I don't know. I know people are like kind of assholes, and they're like, "Oh, this is the new stuff, so I'm not gonna listen to it." But all those fucking neckbeards can go fuck themselves, because this record's awesome.
A little offended by that.
Your
beard is coming in nicely.
Just like their whole catalog, they don't have like a bad record, at least in my opinion. I mean, they got Just Can't Hate Enough. It's the classic one, right? Like, I'm almost sick of fucking listening to it. Not really. Thanks for Nothing, which is fucking awesome, and I don't ever hear anybody talking about it. Like songs like 3 Year Bitch, and that's where fucking what's his face, Eye Spoiler is in, which is like not even the best song on the record. my favorite song is "Close My Eyes" on that record. It's fucking amazing. It's literally just about waking up and fucking hating everything, and I love it. And because that's every day for me. I wake up and I see the sun, and I'm like, go away.
You wake up before the sun in construction, pal.
Yeah, I know that.
Because when I'm waking up for work, you're just like, dude, it's still night.
Yeah, I'm fucking halfway to my fucking job site by then.
True. What's that song with the Rudy song?
Rudy the Crowd. Yeah, that's on Love Songs for the Unloved. That's a fucking great
Abe
record.
just discovered that there's a two-tone ska in all those bands, and he's like, that explains a lot about sheer terror.
Yeah. I mean, the songs with the trumpets, like Rudy the Crowd, it's fucking great. I know
it's a really good song. It's hardcore, so it's way better than two-tone crap ska.
It's awesome, dude. Like that.
There ain't nobody skaing on stage.
Nobody
get thrown off.
Nobody talks about that record, but that record is really good. Love Songs for the Unloved. It's like really, really corny. I know Paul Bear hates the way it sounds. Like he came after like the producer.
That's
like
funny.
He hated the fucking way it sounds.
Really? He came after the guy who
produced
the record?
If you watch "Beaten by the Fist of God," the documentary about sheer terror.
Is that the one that's like 5 parts on YouTube that if you want to watch, you can watch it?
Probably. I don't know. I have.
They're really out of all the hardcore bands, like they're really easily accessible with anything they got. You can find their music, and you still want to buy the records. They got 7 inches that they donate to relatives who have passed. They do a lot of wild shows, you know what I mean? Like, I remember we went to go see him at fucking Webster Hall, and it was fucking packed, man. Great, I mean, I got pickpocketed like 5 times, man. Like, and then I got insulted. Twice was just by Paul Bear, but I got insulted by him more than anybody. And then the worst part is that I have to say the worst part is that they have a boat trip that people go on. That is amazing. But the way everybody fights with him, all I could picture is that boat capsized would be the headline in the New York Daily News would be 300 miserable people lost at sea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a fucking headless body found in topless bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much hate on that fucking. It's something.
But they're so good. They're so great. And then you hear the doc, and he's very open in all his documentary. Any way you talk to him about any band or anything like that. And I've known him my whole life, man, from going to shows. Not hey, what's up, buddy? But you just go to shows your whole life.
Yeah, he was at Coney Island High. He was a dancer, no?
Oh man, my dad got him once though when I was 13. I went to Coney Island High, and my dad is foreign as fuck, man. And my dad, and my real name is real funny, so I'm not even gonna say what the my real name on YouTube is. But he went in there. He banged on the door for Coney Island High, and Paul Bear opened the door. And my dad pulled "Coming to America." Was like, "I'm here for my son, Bakeem," and he was like, and he froze. Paul didn't know what to do, and he just, "I'll be right back." And he closed the door. Hey, anybody with a real fucked up name here? Because I was here with the band Model System, still way late to pick up, and my dad came to pick us up with the drums and loaded up in his station wagon go back to Ridgewood.
Yeah.
And that was hilarious because he looked befuddled.
Yeah, because of your fucking foreign ass name.
Man, and he was like, "You ever see Coming to America?"
Oh man, oh my god.
No, but he's the biggest staple in hardcore of all time because everybody's seen him, everybody's met him, man. Everybody's had to interact with him.
Dude,
in
he's the biggest character. I mean, he's
one of the funniest people.
Yeah,
he insults you, but it's you never feel oh, this guy hates my guts, man. It's just whatever. It's like joking in New York is number one.
Yeah.
If you could roll with somebody joking, you're friends for life.
Yeah. I think they're a really special band, especially.
They got a special place in New York hardcore.
Yeah. I mean, especially because one thing that really stands out, and you either love it or you hate it about Paulie, is.
But I've never heard anybody say anything bad about the guy in my entire life.
Yeah, but in terms,
I'm 33 years old.
His style, right? So the crooning. You either love it or you hate it. There's people that are I hate when he does it, or you can be like me and I love it because I think it's hilarious and it's fucking awesome.
But you know what you get.
And the thing is he's really open about it. He talks about it in the documentary. His background, a lot of the music he likes is old Motown stuff. He's not I was big into this and that. He was really upfront. He loved Motown and all that soul, that old R&B stuff. And it came out. And it came out in the weirdest fucking way, in the weirdest type of music, which makes it really, really fucking. There's nothing like that. There's no band like that. It's nobody ever sang in hardcore, at least as far as I mean, maybe Ignite was the closest thing that you were going to
like
get.
15 years after that.
Yeah.
No, like 10 years after. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But like Ignite's amazing. It's California.
Yeah,
not New York hardcore.
And the thing is like if you listen to what people mostly think of as like the best thing they ever put out, which was Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue. The production on that is really, really good. Listen to it; it's fucking great. It's like the best thing that they put out in terms of like the sound. If you listen to the way his vocals sound, when I was a kid, I bought it when I was like 14. I think that was the first record that I bought by them. And when I heard it, the last song on the record, I wish I could remember the name, but I can't remember it right now. His voice, he sounds like Type O Negative. He sounds like Peter Steele.
That's awesome.
And if you listen to it, like you hear, there's no either somebody got it from somebody. I don't know who. I'm assuming that Peter Steele got it from Paulie, but who knows? He also sounds like the singer from Life of Agony. And it's like really, really obvious. There's
like a whole batch of bands around the same time starting up. Type O Negative, Life of Agony.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's just a change of hardcore because it's not like the Scooby-Doo of hardcore. You know what I mean? Where you're like, I have no idea what that guy said. No, it's like some really good vocals.
Yeah, well, Paulie's like the fucking Cookie Monster thing. You know, that's
when he yells at you, but when he sings live, you're like, man, I don't know what this guy's talking
it's great.
about.
I remember
when he sings. When he's doing his hardcore part, it's fucking
great. I even like his. I went to see his other band, Joe Coffey, in Brooklyn, like in some like fucking bar, like out in like the Greenpoint. That was awesome. But like, and another thing is with their sound. Blake was a huge fan of Celtic Frost, and when you listen to, the first record. And even Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue, like this, it sounds like old Celtic. It sounds like Celtic Frost. It sounds like the first records. If you go even, I'm gonna go on a tangent right now, but this other band, Dark Side NYC, Blake is in that band too. Like if you like Sheer Terror, you'll love Dark Side NYC. They have I think it's one record. There's nothing else. And the record isn't even complete. The last song I think they ran out of money to keep on recording it. It cuts off mid-song, which I always thought was hilarious. But if you listen to that record, it sounds like Celtic Frost also. It's fucking awesome. It's so good. But, I mean, that's, there's no band like that. There's no...
Yeah, that's a good mix with Paul's singing style and that guy's Celtic Frost.
Yeah, the record, it's like nothing, it's two different fucking things put together. And
that makes Sheer Terror.
It came out brilliant. And the subject matter is completely different from any other hardcore band, and it almost still is. Like if you listen to like old, like even stuff from like 10 years ago, it's still kind of like tough guyish type of stuff. And Sheer Terror never changed really. They always had that sound. They got a little bit more melodic. Like
what about the cover of The Cure?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you had the Ugly and Proud on the record. I don't know if it was like a reissue of the Ugly and Proud record, but it had extra live tracks, and one of them was I Spoiler, and then the other one was Boys Don't Cry. I always
Boys Don't Cry.
Best cover of that fucking song that you will ever fucking hear in your life. Also, and at the end of that record is a record by I think it's the Dead Boys, a song by a cover of the Dead Boys. I Want Lunch. Great fucking song, awesome.
Nice.
And another cover, if you get the Bulldog edition,
I gotta get started with
the
that.
2 discs. The second disc at the end, there's a cover of Johnny Thunders. You can't put your arms around a memory. Yeah. Please fucking listen to that. It's great.
I used to be on the street team for Blackout Records, and they sent me so many copies of that Bulldog edition.
Oh, it's great.
I love that. That's awesome.
It's
that
amazing.
And Awkward Thought.
It's oh my god, fucking great. Yeah, I mean, again, like there's no band like that. Go out and fucking listen to it. You got a bunch of fucking stuff to. I'm still trying to find the what the fuck was the tape that they came out with? It was like a demo tape with a lot of the best of the worst. I can't remember the name of the tape, but I want to find that so bad.
But since Abe's going off on a tangent, and we got to wrap this up, he's going to name his 5 favorite songs from Sheer Terror to finish it up.
Oh my god. Owe You Nothing, that's probably number 1. Close My Eyes. I'm going to say Here to Stay. Oh my god. Well, what the hell's... Oh, all of Old New Borrowed and Blue? All of Old New Borrowed and Blue?
The whole fucking album?
The whole... It's an EP, so it's only like 3 or 4 songs.
What else you got left?
I got fucking... You Can't Put Your Arms Around a Memory.
And that's sheer terror for you. So you have a good one. That was number 1 with a bullet.
Yeah, number 1 with a bullet. Go fucking check this fucking record out. It's actually really, really good. If you can find... You can't just can't hate enough. Old New Borrowed and Blue, Love Songs for the Unloved, Thanks for Nothing, and the Bulldog edition. That shit's fucking
Which is
great.
awesome because Blackout Records really put out a good fucking CD.
And they just put out a couple, I think last year, a couple of months ago, it's like a whole set of new records. I wish I would have fucking got it. It was like $200. I don't even think you can find it.
Oh, the box set. Yeah, with original art.
Yeah.
What's it, the Bulldog box set? Well,
something like that.
Either way, it's awesome. You'll find it sooner or later, man.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be record junkies who buy stuff just to flip, and we'll find it.
Yeah, you can always go to Bleecker.
Still too soon about Bleecker Slobs.
All right. You can always try Norm's.
It's in Williamsburg.
If you're ever in
he'll always have it.
If you're ever in
overpriced.
If you're ever in Billyburg, fucking.
I run Williamsburg for my job.
Oh, so. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. So, anyways, before we fucking go off on a fucking horrible tangent, even though I've done that already, and you're probably sick of hearing my fucking voice, I'm A Von Doom.
I'm Billy Bongs.
This is the Mutant Metal Maniacs coming from Queens. We'll see you next time.